Good morning, students. This is Seth Vidya Mandir, English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. And this is the HSC Online Audio Video Lecture Series. I'm Bina Raikar, your OC teacher. And today I'm continuing with chapter number 8, that is Marketing. It is the second video which I'm putting up for this chapter. And today what I'm going to explain to you is the importance of marketing in terms of society, as to why we require marketing in a society. What is the importance of that? Students, marketing is a part and parcel of modern day's life. Marketing is pervasive in nature and it affects our day-to-day life in every possible manner. It is both an art as well as a science. And a competitive environment, it motivates organizations to understand marketing as a discipline of management. In fact, today students, marketing is regarded as most important of all the management functions of business. Okay, and the need of marketing arises because of the increasing production and the lower standard of goods and services over the years. So every organization wants to increase market share by presenting themselves with different, that they are different from their competitors, and that is the reason marketing is important where competition is very high. Now we have a definition of marketing over here, as marketing is the activity set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large. Okay, from this definition we understand what a marketing is. Okay, it's an activity, and what does this activity do? It's a process, okay, of creating a product, okay, of communicating the ideas of that product, for delivering and exchanging ideas and raw materials to finish that idea, okay, and which has a value, because each and every product that we have in the market has a value for different customers, okay, similarly clients, for partners and society, because society is made up of customers, it is made up of creditors, it is made up of debtors, then you have raw materials, you have warehousing, then you have retailers, you have wholesalers. All this is a part of society. Okay, so naturally the product that a company markets, it has a value for each and every customer, each and every client, each and every partner. So that is the reason you have this definition as marketing is the activity, it is a set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Now, the difference between marketing and selling, okay? You can say that marketing and selling in common language is the same. We are doing marketing, we are selling, but in fact, it's two different things. Now, marketing is a process by which a need is created, it is offered and exchanged via products. Okay, when we see advertisement, okay, they advertise the products and they tell us why we should use the products. So, why we should use a product, it means a need is created and the product is offered to use. But in selling, what happens is a selling is providing a customer with a good he needs in exchange of a price. That is, in marketing, a need is created, but in selling, a product is already established in the market and the customer wants to use it. So he or she is going to purchase it in exchange of a price, that is money. Now, marketing is a very wide concept, whereas selling is a narrow concept. Okay, satisfaction of customers, you can say it's an essence of marketing concept. But over here, the selling concept relies on the transfer of title and possession of the product from one person to another. Then you can say the marketing is consumer oriented, whereas selling is production oriented. Marketing emphasizes on consumers and the maximization of their satisfaction, and selling emphasizes on production and its efficiency. Marketing views the customers as the very purpose of the business, whereas in selling, customers as a last link in the business. Then planning in marketing is long term, whereas planning in selling is short term. Marketing follows customer oriented approach, whereas in selling it uses production oriented approach. And the last point over here, the difference between is marketing is an indirect activity, whereas selling is a direct activity. Okay, so in short, what is marketing and what is selling? First is market is consumer oriented, whereas selling is production oriented. Marketing is indirect activity, selling is a direct activity. Marketing follows customer oriented approach, whereas selling uses production oriented approach. Then marketing is a very wider concept, whereas selling is a narrow concept. Then marketing emphasizes on consumers and the maximization of their satisfaction, whereas selling emphasizes on production and its efficiency. So this is a distinguish between marketing and selling, which you'll have to learn by heart. Now the next point which I'm explaining is the importance of marketing. Okay, students, you know what is the importance of marketing, right? That is the prime object of the production is to distribute goods and services by using effective marketing. Business could have amazing products and services, but no one will know that those products and services exist if there is no marketing. So marketing is used to promote the business, and without marketing it will be difficult to reach the potential customers. Okay, now the importance of marketing are divided into three parts, that is importance of marketing to the society, importance of marketing to the firm itself, and the last one, importance of marketing to the consumers. These are three important things: the society, the firm, and the consumers. So today I'm going to explain to you about the society. Now, in why importance of marketing is there for the society? Okay, there are 6 points over here, six in all the three. Let's have a look at them. Importance of marketing to the society: increase in standard of living, then it provides employment, it decreases distribution cost, consumer awareness, increase in national income, and managing consumer expectations. That is why marketing is important to the society. Coming to the firms, it increases awareness, it increases sales, it creates trust, basis for making decisions, source of new ideas, tackling the competition. That is why marketing is important to the firm. And last is the consumers. Okay, why marketing is important? Because it promotes product awareness, it provides quality products, it provides variety of products, it helps in selection, it, it is consumer satisfaction, and a regular supply of goods. So these are the reasons why marketing is important. Now let's go over to the society, that is the importance of marketing to the society. The first point is increase in standard of living. Second, provides employment. Third, decreases distribution cost. Fourth, consumer awareness. Fifth, increase in national income. Sixth, managing consumer expectations. Okay, students, so let's see the first one. Increase in standard of living. Students, the prime objective of marketing is to provide goods and services to the consumer. Why? Because you have to satisfy their needs. Okay, Paul had defined marketing as delivery of standard of living to the society. So marketing helps to identify the needs of the consumers and to take initiative to provide quality goods. Once the market identifies what the consumer requires, okay, it takes initiative to help the consumers to get whatever they require. But the quality of that product should be good, but not at a very high rate. It should be at a cheaper, at a reasonable price which the consumers can purchase. Now what will happen? This will increase and maintain the standard of living of the consumers. Now, students, in modern times, what happens is large scale production of goods and services reduces its price, due to which even the poorer section of society can attain to get that product at a reasonable price. Okay. Second one is provides employment. Okay, how does marketing provide employment? What happens is marketing, which covers all the functions. Okay, now what are the functions? That is buying, selling, financing. Okay, then transport, warehouse, risk bearing, research and development. Now, to have all these functions running properly, smoothly, if efficiently, you need people. Okay, so marketing gives job opportunities to the people. Now, in the era of automation, what happens is lesser employment are available in production function, and the role of marketing has widened. What do you mean by that? See, we have robots, we have machines which produce the products. But after production of the product, what happens is it has to go to the market. It has to be advertised. Now, this function is done by marketing. Okay, you need people to go and advertise the products, to tell the customers, to tell the shopkeepers that such and such product exists. Okay, so that is the reason, even in the modern era of automation, though employments are less. Why? Because of machines have come up, automation is there, still marketing requires people. So that is the reason a lot of opportunities, employment opportunities are there in market. Third one, it decreases distribution cost. Okay, now marketing activities help to provide cheap goods and services to the society. Okay, now utilization of channels of distribution, okay, can help in reducing the cost price of products and services. Reduction of cost will help increase the potential customers for the products or services. When the cost reduces, naturally the customers will feel that they have to purchase that product. They may have liked the product, they may have liked the idea of the product, may have liked what that product gives back. Okay, but if you keep the price higher, what will happen is people won't buy it. So the price have to come down, the cost reduction cost should be there. And how does that happen? Is it is through effective utilization of channel of distribution that the cost reduces. Okay, and it makes timely availability of the product to the customers. The fourth point is consumer awareness. Last chapter we have already done why a consumer should be aware of all the products in the market, why he should not go for false advertisement. Okay, so similarly, consumer awareness, since we are talking about society, consumers is made up of society, or you can say the society is made up of consumers. Now, what happens is marketing helps to inform, educate the consumers. Okay, it helps the consumers to know about the new products and services available in the market, and which are useful to the consumers, and how it can be useful to the consumers. Okay, then the marketing, it provides satisfaction to the society by supplying goods and services to the people where they want, or how they want it, according to their likes, dislikes, preferences, according to their demand, according to their taste. Okay, supplying the goods at a proper time and at the appropriate place is also important. Similarly, marketing also includes practical informations, okay, to make a purchase. For example, suppose we are doing it online. So naturally, online we need to have our own address. We need to have an email address. Similarly, what we do is, if you see an internet, you go to internet, you surf the internet. Okay, you see a product, and in details you find each and every minute detail of the product, of the company, the call service, telephone number, then the backup service numbers, then if you don't like this problem, a grievances report, a feedback, all this is there for you, so that you can approach the company with whatever you like, and if you have a problem you can even register a complaint. Okay, so this is where marketing helps. Increase in national income. Now see, every economy revolves around marketing, production and finance. Okay, now what happens is, how what do we call as economic development of a country? Okay, when the GDP increases, when the infrastructure increases. Okay, now what will happen when all this infrastructure also is increasing, your GDP also is increasing? How will the GDP increase? When your products have been sold. How your products will be sold? When the marketing team is quite efficient. Okay, that is, the products and services are highlighted to the customers. Okay, jobs have been created. When jobs have been created, naturally people's standard of living increases. They have money to purchase the products whichever they like. So naturally the economy will grow stronger, and the economy will also be stable. Okay, similarly what happens is, uh, because of integration of agriculture and industry, you have agro-based industries. Now what are agro-based industries, or what is integration of agriculture and industry? You eat jam, then you eat sauce, right? You have pulses, then you have herbs. Okay, you have, when you eat a pizza, you have all those ingredients, you put all the herbs in the pizzas. Where do that come from? That is called as an agro based industry. Okay, and this, there's a rapid development in this sector of agro based industry. And what happens is, naturally there is a development in the country because of this development, so naturally the national income will increase. 6.1, managing consumer expectations. Okay, consumers reviews are always collected. See, whenever you purchase something or whenever you go to a shop, they give you a feedback form. Why is that feedback form necessary? So that the team, or you can say the marketing team or the company, they come to know through this feedback whether you like a product or whether you don't like a product. On your suggestions, when you say, okay, I don't like this product and the product has to be a little slightly changed, your suggestions are taken into consideration. Okay, so businesses use marketing to make consumers aware of the major change. Let's revise once again: importance of marketing. First, increase in standard of living. Second, provides employment. Third, decreases distribution cost. Fourth, consumer awareness. Fifth, increase in national income. Sixth, managing consumer expectations. Okay, students.